Max has actually opted with the killing spree on the link.
What's interesting here is Key actually opted for the barrier as a first skill, so no power of nature, which means Bigatron's gameplay, they will not invade the jungles of High because it will take time to game 2. But now Fluffy.
Yeah, and look at Fluffy's battle spell. He actually went for the arrival here. Fluffy, though, gonna be chunked very low. Guiding Wind, bringing him back. Woo! Able to get out from this skirmish right here. But Fluffy with this arrival, this just lets him, be active on the map a little bit more, actually. We saw this in the regular season, the Akai arrival. They weren't able to get the victory, but it showed a lot of potential.
It did show a lot of potential. And I think that's something that we expected yesterday when we saw Akai being played by Fluffy with the arrival spell as well. And whatever nuisance that Sorizo had in that previous game is going to be denied with how fast Fluffy is going to be rotating. But we do have a stat here. Longest game in MPL was between Rebellion versus RRQ, which lasted 43 minutes in Season 9. But here, 33 minutes is the most longest game which we experienced and saw previously here between Aura Fire and Bigatron Alpha.
There you go. Once again, Aura Fire and Bigatron Alpha is the longest game. That game earlier was the longest game of MPL Indonesia Season 10. This time confirmed by production. Bigatron Alpha looking for the steal onto the Lord. Wrong. Oh, it's actually Kyo actually steals it here. Tempest Blades popped in by Max. High is able to get that Cult Alter HP from Facehugger. Now it's going to be the collapse coming in from Sorizo as he jumps in with the Demonic Force. Over to Fluffy. Over to High. Bigatron Alpha with the objective take. A good, a very, very crazy flame shot over. But for the town prediction by Axe, it's again Ranger Mas and I caught in an Aura Fire sandwich.
Seems like here, Bigatron Alpha, they can win, but personally, I feel face value, right? It's more well-rounded. Aura Fire with that Fluffy and as well, just Fluffy, has CC. Meanwhile, Bigatron Alpha, sure, they have the wild charge, but crowd control-wise, I gotta say, I gotta have it to Aura Fire, and that is why I feel Aura Fire can translate that into the team fight better.
And how do I feel about Marky on the Paquito? This is the first time he's actually played that in the gold lane.
It's been a very long time since we've seen him on the fighters. It was back in Season 8, I think, again, that he played a fighter in the gold lane. We'll have to see. So far in the Paquito Benedetto lane, it's doing all right. Bigatron Alpha, though, right now are still holding on to that gold lead for now. A very small one. It can just be traded back. Rival, though, up top. Marky gonna be careful. Endless battle popped in. That's gonna be the final blow as well. Marky ganked by 3. First blood over to Aura Fire. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A Series.
Definitely huge kill pressure. And of course, wave clear coming in from the Akai, being able to maneuver around the map as he deems fit. But here we go. Even though they do have the map pressure, they have to be careful as Moreno gets caught here.
Has the black shoes, though. Wait, oh my god, he doesn't have the black shoes. Aura Fire gonna go for the chase. Moreno still able to kind of waste. High is gonna be the target for Max right now. Moreno taken down. Sorizo with the Demonic Force trying to jump in over to High. Has this to play around, but he can't go anywhere else. Endless shards able to stop Sorizo's in his tracks. 600 gold lead for Aura turned around with one fight.
Perfect pressure coming in from Aura Fire. As you know here, Sorizo with the Phobias is going to be a huge factor and a huge problem for Aura Fire when he gets those items going. Kabuki has a really good dash. High, Godiva. There's going to be a lot of problems that this Phobias can do, and eliminating him and giving pressure onto him is a very smart move.
Moreno able to buy some time there, Gani, but right now, both teams are slowing it down.
Seems like here Aura Fire again able to translate and use the arrival to its perfection, but questionable rotation there. Kabuki a little too... He forced that fight, 2v1.
And he has to go down right before the turtle, so that's going to be one minus issue. But High instantly trades that back, eliminating Key, eliminating the possibility for Bigatron Alpha to look for an initiation on the board. And Aura Fire knows this, and they're going to zone Bigatron away from this neutral objective.
It's a disaster for Bigatron Alpha currently. Aura Fire, 700 gold lead right now, but they're controlling this early stage. Bigatron Alpha at this point, what should they do to actually regain control of this game? Because it feels like even in that gold lane, Marky, yeah, he's going to be zoned out away from the mini waves. Max is trying to soak it in, jumps in, and that's going to be Fluffy coming with a heavy spin. Tempest Blade popped in. Fluffy is still going to be putting that heavy spin onto Key with Endless Charge as well. Marky with a knockoff strike now, taking a whole lot of that cold ultra HP down. Moreno with the black shoes is able to get out. Godiva dives in with a circling eagle. Facehugger as well. Killing spree for High. Key's going to be taken low. Godiva's looking for the play. Flickers forward. Key low. Sandwiched by Aura Fire. Facehugger looking for that final hit onto Key. But BTR still surviving. It's Aura Fire taking everything away from BTR. Max in the jungle taken down. Kabuki destroying him. 2,000 gold lead in 6 minutes.
Wow, emblem-wise here is still standard, but Aura Fire showing that they are here to win. Bigatron, first 6 minutes, behind 2,000 gold and 6-1. And neutral objectives, well, equal, but what else? Let's see.
Oh, Marky gonna get very, very low there from the damage coming in from High. Fluffy actually went in for the arrival here, has the heavy spin to get out. And even then, there's no trades for BTR. They couldn't get anything on the board.
Yeah, and you can see that High was able to get an objective on the board as well in the Turtle. With a 2,300 gold lead here in the 7th minute. What are the items looking like here, Goni?
Well, item-wise here, Benedetta here on that execute. He wants more penetration with that Hounded Strike as well. Meanwhile, for taking out that Ling, he's so behind on farm, only one item.
Oh my god. They're going for the gank onto Kabuki, but that eye for an eye saves him. High steals the gold buff. BTR literally getting nothing in this game. Absolutely outclassed currently by Aura Fire.
Akai is also already pushing in that mid side, so much pressure on all these 3 lanes, and it's giving Bigatron a little bit of a headache at this point. Key goes in for a play. He still is able to maneuver out of this, but the damage he receives is actually enough to zone him away at this point. Another turret falls to the hands of Aura Fire, and that's Bigatron with only 1 turtle and 2 kills on the board.
Oh my god, Max in his own jungle, bullied by a panda. Fluffy still able to escape. If he gets out of this one, BTR, oh my god, they're not able to get anything. Fluffy gets out, still has the arrival. Aura are just doing what they want in this game right now.
Marky gets taken down again as well off camera here. So each and every one of these members are being severely punished. As you can see, more pressure here in this mid side. 17 seconds left on the next Lord. And it does seem like this is going to be a fight for Aura Fire, realizing that High is level 11, whereas Max is level 10.
Oh man, once again, Bigatron Alpha forced to clump up. Looking bleak for BTR as Aura Fire looked to collapse. Endless Charge dodged away from by the Ling. Key looking for an opening right now. Knockoff strike onto Fluffy, but a heavy spin comes in. Eye for an eye as well. Cerezo jumps in with the Demonic Force once again. Call Alter placed. A lot of HP taken out there. Moreno's going to be able to dish out the damage onto Fluffy as the Demonic Force comes in once more. But the damage will not be enough from BTR. Final blow by Kabuki. 1 HP still able to get out. The damage coming in. Kabuki still able to survive, and Max gets taken out. It's a disaster. Kabuki classing styling on BTR as High picks up a triple. No, it's just a double as Key is able to flicker out from that one. 5,000 gold lead for Aura Fire. And it seems like for BTR, it might be a 3-0.
My god, the first Lord here unenhanced, secured. Bigatron Alpha. I don't know why, from the drafts even, I feel like it's a little bit stubborn, it seems like, but now let's see. Aura Fire already invading the jungles. No farm for Max whatsoever. He's behind 2 levels, but High.
Let's see, High finally gonna be taken down there, but it's only 1 kill over to BTR. Demonic Force, they're trying to force a fight over. Demonic Force once again onto Fluffy, but he has the immortality. There's not much damage to be placed here.
Oh my god,
the Stampede brings everyone back. Godiva comes in with the circling eagle.
Moreno's down.
Moreno all alone in the midst of it all. Gonna be taken down in the end by Facehugger with 1 more smack. That's a kill over to Aura. Once more, grabbing kills left and right, neutral objectives here and there with the discount code. You guys can do the same at home. grb.to/MPL or scan the QR code. BTR at this point, they're just looking for fights. They're trying to get a way to enter back in the game, but the rival comes in once again. Kabuki in the base, but Fluffy jumps in. Heavy spin, locking Sorizo in place for everyone to deal damage. Flame shot buying a little bit more time for Sorizo to jump around. He's able to distract. BTR able to clear the Lord, but it's the base turret taken down. Sorizo brought back to the team. Fluffy is here. Sorizo, though, still getting out. BTR might want to look for something. Final blow again by Kabuki, but there's no punish from BTR.
Every time you think that there is a slight ray of hope for Bigatron Alpha, like the trade onto high, Aura Fire instantly is able to look for another form of compensation. 6,000 gold lead already for Aura Fire, and you can see the complete dominance. Another tower there in the bottom side. 76 seconds left on the clock for the next Lord. And Aura Fire seems to be able to take this all, but interestingly enough, even though Bigatron Alpha, they're so far behind, Max is still able to kind of catch up in terms of that level in that jungle position. 14 to 13. That actually might be the saving grace that Bigatron Alpha needs.
But remember though, without a marksman in their comp, Bigatron Alpha in the late game, perhaps they can't really they don't really have an insurance per se here in the late game as well. But banking on Paquito and as well as Phoveus, I guess they have damage in that Lilia. But then again, with Akai, it just adds more pressure with that heavy spin. That crowd control is just massive.
Conceal by Key. They're looking for a desperate fight here. Purple buff going to be taken away by High. Retribution is securing it. Demonic Force comes in. Fluffy able to pin Max down for the Endless Charge to connect. The Call Altar comes in as well to save Fluffy. And all of them are still full HP. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kabuki able to find the turret. Sorizo dashing here and there, but he does no damage to the likes of Aura Fire. 7.6 thousand gold. Enhanced Lord up for grabs. Aura are going to go for it. It's looking like a 3-0 game, or 3-0 series for Aura.
It really does not look good. I mean, Fluffy and Godiva alone is able to zone away 3 members from Bigatron Alpha. But I have to disagree. I think Bigatron Alpha do have a chance in that late game because of the scaling of potential, but look at this, Aura Fire!
Okay, final blow. Already to get out. Sorizo jumps in with Demonic Force, and again, this is Aura Fire making a mistake that can be punished by BTR. Fluffy still surviving. Sorizo dashing onto Kabuki, but Kabuki's gonna be fine and dandy there. High, trying to deal damage. Endless Charge popped in. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorizo deleted from the map. Moreno's next on the chopping block. Kabuki slices him to death. Miniwaves in the mid lane. In the top side, actually pushing in. Kabuki with the final blow, clearing out the ways. Marky trying his best to save the game, but it will not happen for BTR for now. The Lord is still marching down, and Aura can look for this right here. Heavy spin popped in. It's looking bleak once again as Marky is going to be taken down by the execute and the damage from Facehugger. And the charge as well. Max, the final member left to defend, all alone in the base. The Dragons melt the robots down. 3-0, no chance. BTR goes home and Aura retain their top 3 position.
The third team to go home. Pack your bags, Bigatron Alpha, because this time around, Aura Fire shows once again that they have what it takes to stay in their playoff run to the top.